Hi everyone, welcome back. I wanted to make a quick video going over some more slope examples. So that's what we'll do in this. Nothing new, just some slope examples done by yours truly. So let's start. I just want to review first. So slope is the vertical change over the horizontal change. So the change in y values over the change in x values. And we'll see this as rise over run. So if you look in this diagram, to get from this point to this point, you have to rise or go up and down. So rise can be positive or negative. So this is a negative rise. So I go down 1, 2, 3. I go down 3. And then a run. So if we run, we're going across. We're going horizontally. So to run from this side, we go 1, 2, 3. And we're going to the left 3, which is heading towards my negative numbers. So this would also be a run of -3. I like to do my rise over run at the top of the line. So I would go up 3, 1, 2, 3 as my rise, and then run 1, 2, 3. So that's the idea behind rise over run. And then we have our 4 types of slope. So we have a positive slope, which is increasing from left to right. So we go up the stairs. We also have a negative slope, which is decreasing from left to right. So we go from up to down, and we're going down the set of stairs into the negatives. And then a 0 slope is a horizontal line. It's something we can just walk straight across. And an undefined slope is a vertical line, and this does not move from left to right. It's just straight up and down. We can't really get up and over that. So that's our 4 types of slope. We also have the slope formula, which comes super handy. If you're given 2 points, x1 and y1, and x2 and y2, so that's just any 2 points on a line, the slope of the line that passes through the points is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I would take these points, these values, and put them right into this formula. And just be careful with these minus signs and negative points because you will have to add and subtract negative numbers. So let's start with an example. I'm going to do 3 examples. So this first example, I want to find the slope from a graph using rise over run. So specifically, we're going to be looking at rise over run for this. So I'll do some different colors. Let's do blue. So I want to find the rise over run between these 2 points. So I have a point right here and a point over here. And let's just figure out what these points are first. So we do our coordinates as x comma y. So I go over x, so this is -2. And I don't have anything on the y-axis, so it's -2, 0. This point over here, I go over 4. So there's a +4 for my x point, and a +1 for my y point. And you might remember we call this an ordered pair on a graph. So now I want to find the rise over run between these 2 points. So first I want to see what do I need to do to get from this point to this point using my grid. So I'm going to rise 1. So here's, I go up 1. I go up 1, so +1. And then how am I going to get all the way over here? So we'll do red. So I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just went +6. I went to the right 6. Going to the right is positive, the left is negative. So I went up 1 over 6. So let's see what that is in my rise over run. So my rise over run. So my rise was 1 and my run was 6, positive 6. So the slope of this line, my m, right, slope, we're going to use the letter m, equals 1/6. And that's it. So I could also pick these 2 points and use the slope formula. But if I have a graph that's really easy to read, like this one, the points, I have some nice grid boxes and the points are defined for me, I can just do my rise over run. And I could do this with any 2 points on the graph. Any 2 points, I can do this. So let's do one more of these. Find the slope for my graph using rise over run. So the first thing I'm going to notice with this is I have a negative slope. My line is going from increasing to decreasing. So this is a negative slope. So I know right away that my slope should be negative. So let's go and do our rise over run. So we want to get from this point to this point. So if I want to do my rise first, I'm actually going to go down 1, 2. I'm going to go down 2, minus 2, because I'm trying to get to this point, and it's going to make a triangle. So I'm trying to see what can I do to make this triangle. So I'm going to go down 2 first. So I went down 2, and now I'm lined up with this. Let's see how many I go over. So what's my run? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did positive 4 to the right. So that is a positive 4 run. So now my rise was negative 2. So rise over run. My rise was negative 2. And my run was positive 4. Now I need to simplify this, because this I could definitely simplify. If I want to simplify a fraction, I divide the numerator and denominator by the same number. So I'm going to divide both of these by 2. So negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. So my slope is negative 1/2. And I can see that I could use this point too, and I would go up 1 and over negative 2. So you can again pick any 2 points on the graph for rise over run. All right, let's do one more example. So this is an example using the slope formula. So m equals y1, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And I'm going to I'm going to label my points first. So 4 is my x1, 2 is my y1, this 2 is my x2, and negative 4 is my y2. So label your points first. Then I simply take these numbers and put them into this formula. So m equals y2 is negative 4. I lined it up with my y2. y1, don't forget my minus sign, y1 is positive 2. x2 is positive 2. And my x1 is positive 4. So I plugged my numbers in. Now I'm going to chug. So negative 4 minus 2 is negative 6. And 2 minus 4 is negative 2. So then we just simplify this fraction. Negative 6 divided by negative 2 is positive 3. And that's my slope. M equals 3. If I was doing rise over run, my rise would be positive 3 and my run would be positive 1, because any number over 1 is itself. So that is my 3 little slope examples, just in case you needed some more there. Bye.